Welcome back. Right now, the U.S. Senate is debating a massive budget plan that is looking to the Energy and Commerce Committee to cut $880 billion in spending over the next decade. And while any federal budget is miles away from final, if those cuts end up happening here in Minnesota, they could add up to more than $1 billion a year. Hennepin Healthcare serves more Medicaid patients than any other hospital in the state. So Sammy Salina visited a patient there.
How many medications?
I was chucking them down. Go. Yeah.
How many visits to the Hennepin Healthcare Kidney Transplant Clinic?
Joel Williams, star patient.
There we are.
It's easy to lose track. But what Joel Williams does know is he wouldn't be able to receive this level of care without Medicaid.
I know Joel.
Josh Horn.
Joel wouldn't be here today if he didn't have that Medicaid.
Is a clinical care coordinator RN.
I did not take him this morning, correct?
He has seen Joel struggle through 11 years of dialysis. 2 years ago, he received a kidney, and now they continue to fight for his body to accept it.
I think he's done enough time on that machine.
The majority of what the state spent on Medicaid last year came from the federal government. $1.6 billion of that could be cut annually.
It is worth worrying.
Nearly half of Hennepin Healthcare's patients rely on Medicaid. That's the largest percentage in the state.
There would be some hard decisions that we'd have to be looking at.
Jessica Oaxaca is an advocacy engagement manager. She says their system will be disproportionately impacted and jobs will be threatened.
Everything is a little bit up in the air.
Decisions are still being debated at the federal level. Lawmakers in favor of the cuts and adding work requirements say it will reduce taxes.
The level of just fear that I have about it is enough to recognize that, there are so many people out there that won't get just the basic care that they deserve.
Joel used to work for the Chicago Police Department and was a referee in schools. But his asthma put him on disability, and his diabetes furthered health and mobility issues.
This is life and death for him, or life and dialysis.
The pills, the visits blended together.
See this big pill?
The care.
Horse pill. Horse tranquilizer.
Is what stands out to Joel.
The honest truth is that an institution like this just can't survive without it.
Okay, Joel, what else do you need from me today?
Nothing.
All right.
Sammy Salina,
Just your wonderful, gleeful smile.
KARE 11 News.
Also up for debate, Medicaid-directed payments. Hennepin Healthcare is the only hospital in the state that receives them, and it gives the system more flexibility to steer Medicaid funds toward social and medical complexities like food insecurity and transportation barriers. If that is cut, they estimate a loss of $140 million in funding. What is the bat that is taking over baseball? The torpedo bat, shaped like a bowling pin and shifts the sweet spot closer to the hands. The results are already promising, with major leaguers crushing home runs. So, as you would imagine, orders for the official bat are coming in left and right. And a small bat maker in Colorado is getting in on the popularity. Jaleesa Irizarry from our station in Denver got a closer look.
Dreams can't be manufactured,
This is the Bat Cave.
but someone can assemble ambition.
I know, right?
Trevor Goldberg has built a business off that.
So in about 3.5 minutes, we'll have a bat.
In his Colorado Springs garage,
Crazy. We take her onto this side. It's my sandpaper drawer.
Goldberg makes what any baseball home can't stop talking about.
Here's what a traditional bat has been, for a couple hundred years, and this is now the difference with the torpedo.
Call it the swollen sister or the bat with the bulge. During opening weekend, torpedo bats destroyed a few MLB pitchers. The New York Yankees racked up 9 home runs from 5 of their players using them.
The thickest part of the bat is going to be closer to the label instead of up here on the end. Normally, your sweet spot on a traditional wood bat is about 2 to 7 inches off the end. We're moving that sweet spot down a little bit and making it bigger. By MLB rules, it's got to be a smooth stick, and the widest part can be no thicker than 2.61 inches in diameter. It doesn't specify where that thickest part of the bat has to be.
Some major leaguers swear by it. One minor leaguer in the bat making world
Down here in my shorts and my flip-flops.
just so happens to make it.
My final pass is at 600 grit.
Goldberg owns Berg Bats, a company the former player started in the Springs at 16. Since then, it's expanded to training bats like his signature split grip.
Brent and Doyle ordered one.
And now his take on the Torpedo.
Kind of working with one of my big league hitting coaches on something similar. It was easy for me to go to market with this pretty early.
Since Monday, Goldberg has gotten at least 50 orders for the Torpedo.
We got Washington, Massachusetts, Louisiana.
The list and the work
I have received so many orders.
goes on.
I thought my website was gonna break.
It's a good problem to have because Goldberg knows attention like this can ingrain a person's legacy.
There you go, start to finish. We just made a torpedo.
Well, stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.